Off the bench. That was Abigail Bryn. That one over the line. Reedman out of the box. Power play over. Both teams 0 for 1 on their power plays. Bilodeau can't corral the chip pass from Harkness. On a funny bounce that Lavoie-Leroux swallows up. And just want to say apologies for the technical difficulties. It looks like we've settled everything down. For those unaware, the Carleton Ravens playing the University of Ottawa GGs. 0-0, 10 minutes, 19 seconds to go. My name is Declan DeBarb. Joining me, as always, Brianna Newell.
After some tech difficulties, I joined. Oh, good poke check there by Reedman to make the stop of the Carleton penetration of the zone at the blue line.
Mepham. It's a second chance at that, and it's blocked at the line. It was Victoria Bullock who stood strong. Vicky Harkness shifted through a couple of Ravens, but couldn't find any purchase on that. This third line for the University of Ottawa tonight heads off the ice. Uni Thibault looks up, finds a teammate, trying to shift through the middle. Uni Thibault, good save there by Aurélie Dubuc.
And it was good tag team, I'd say, tag team play, I would say, excuse me, by Minville and Sims, who actually closed that lane for the Carleton Raven, who was going on for a chance on Dubuc.
That one caught in no man's land. First one there was Haché. Lopez. Shove in the back. And a tumble to the ice. Taylor Scott, she's taking a beating early on in this one. Haché first to that one, dispossessed. Scott, tried to shovel it to her centerman, Soviato. Mepham. Yes, Celia Lopez all over the back of her. Winding, shooting, and just wide. Hunter down low. Mahaffney. Both players take a tumble. The Ravens doing a much better job of forechecking than we saw in the first meeting between these two teams.
Yeah, absolutely. They look like they have a lot more offensive pressure that they're putting into their strategy this game as opposed to the first meeting.
Whistle. Believe it was a hand pass there.
Yeah, I didn't quite see the hand motion. I mean, really at first thought, I thought it was head contact. That didn't make any sense either. But regardless, we now have a face-off outside the GG zone by the face-up dot.
Catherine Birkby wins the face-off against her opposite number. And Larkin dumps it high off the glass. Puck stuck on the ice, but it's able to get to Lalonde. Bryn can't hold the zone.
And had Lalonde just banked it off the board, she had Birkby actually streaking through with a lot of speed.
What a pass.
Like right now.
Birkby and Lalonde. To 2-on-1. Lalonde, what a goal! Lalonde's team leading third of the season gives the GGs a 1-0 advantage.
And it was a great play by both Birkby and Lalonde. So Birkby used her speed to actually leave about 3 Carleton Ravens completely in the dust. And Lalonde did a great job of driving to the net, getting her stick behind that Carleton defenseman just for a very easy tap in there. well done for the GGs, and now they're up 1-0.
Kylie Lalonde and Catherine Birkby connect to give the GGs an early 1-0 lead. GG's hungry for more. They dump the puck in over the line. Jamie McDonald will dump it and chase after it. Kate McLean covers for her at the point. And it finds its way back to McDonald. McDonald can't quite hold the line. Shannon McDonald in on the forward check. Can't dispossess Mepham. Biesenthal took a couple of whacks at it and got it out. Sorry, that was Jay Todd.
Oh.
And that'll be a penalty. Shoving the numbers. So the fourth line connects tonight for the University of Ottawa to give them a 1-0 lead. The goal, Kylie Lalonde from Catherine Birkby and Abigail Malotny. Boarding call to the Ravens number 28, Victoria Bullock. She took 2 penalties in the first game between these two teams. The GG's unable to take advantage of that in the first game. They'll look to take advantage of it here. They're already 0 for 1 on the night, but a couple of good looks. Bilodeau aggressive on that forward check. Over to Mepham. Mepham looks up, elects to pass. Scott, cross ice. Can't tap it home. Back around. Reedman.
Right idea by Todd to try to go over to Mepham, but the lane just wasn't open.
Hache some time to kill in the offensive zone. Loses it quite quickly, though, and back come the GGs. What speed. Malotny to Harkness. Harkness fakes the pass across. Winds up, shoots. That one always going over. Puck down low. Trying to find Malotny. She shovels it towards the goal. It still is Harkness. Goal! No!
Maybe no goal. It's a little hard to tell. You have the
GGs are
celebrating,
but it's going to be a face-off off to the left. Harkness had all kinds of net.
There's a lot of confusion going on here. The GGs are celebrating. Carleton's lining up for a face-off, and we're here going, what just happened? But unlike the NHL, there is no replay where we can go and take a look, really, like the situation room. So no goal, and it's still 1-0.
Vicky Harkness betrayed by a quick whistle, because that puck most definitely went into the back of the net. The GGs still looking for their first power play goal of the season as that one slides its way on to Frédéric Lavoie-Leroux.
Well, the GGs had a little bit of good movement going on there from the bottom all the way up to the point and across. They did have good movement. It's just they tried to force that middle pass a little bit too much. I see what they're looking for, that almost like person on the die right in the middle of the 5, but it's not always open.
Bilodeau wins the draw. Taylor Scott, nice cut to the center of the ice.
Good job by Mepham to hold it in.
Only as far as Mepham. Reedman down low. Oh, low shot. Attentive goalkeeping there by Frédéric Lavoie-Leroux. No space to slide that one through. Taylor Scott takes a bump. That one rifled down the ice, and that'll do it for the power play. The GG's 0 for 2 on the night.
And on the Carleton side, 2 for 0 on the PK.
Bullock steps out of the box. That one, I think, surprised her. It's turned over. Beard, she can't connect. Justina Beard, the puck fell right on her stick in the high slot, exactly where she would have wanted it. And that moment squandered. 4 minutes to go in the first period. GG's lead 1-0. That thanks to a Kylie Lalonde goal.
Oh, smart play by Todd there to anticipate it was going back to the D.
A bounce. Handcuffs Larkin, and Kate McLean is there first. She's given a shove into the boards. And Lengel will pick it up. Rung around Only as far as Biesenthal. Winding up, Krasinski, a shot from the point, deflection.
Oh, Clavel almost had that.
Clavel 2 goals against the McGill Martlets. That one, another shot sent on. Jamie McDonald. Went off the pad, and that one they'll say went off into the netting. Obviously no delay of game penalties here in the RSEQ. I'll always remember how I discovered that rule. That not in the RSEQ, that in the OUA. It was a Queens player who turned around after a lengthy power play for the University of Ottawa in a playoff game, fired it right into the netting. Obviously purposeful. No icing. No change allowed in the OUA, but no penalty. Gatto over the line. That one up. Shot fired wide. Malotny out. It was Malotny who fired it over and wide. Justina Beard just had that chance for the Ravens. Turns it over. Here's Minville. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. Minville starts out from her own end.
Ooh.
Knocked down out of midair. Here's Malotny. Shifts it past one. Brenna, shot always going wide. Guimond. Lady Guimond. And that finds its way to Vicky Harkness. She leaves it for Birkby. Birkby trying to connect, and Harkness will go after it. Lalonde, first one there, the goal scorer. She's pinned by Nicole McNeil. Puck's still moving around in there, and that one just sent only as far as the GG's blue line.
Ooh.
That one just fired into the skates of Avery Krawchuk. Larkin can't control it. The Ritz alum.
Oh, wow.
Turned over. Oh, GG's a good chance to capitalize on a Ravens mistake. They'll get another opportunity here. Into the front of the net. Kay McLean can't tap it home. Krasinski turning over the line. She'll just dump it in and chase after it. Minute to go in the first period. Krasinski's there first.
Good job by Krasinski to not only start the forecheck, but also go in there and put the pressure on the Ravens until her teammates could help her out.
Jay Todd dumped. Here's Biesenthal. She rips it from the point. What a shot. Biesenthal has it. It's a chance for the GGs. That one's still loose. Somehow Frederic Lavoie-Larue keeps that one out. 40 seconds left to go in the first. That one sent cross ice. The Ravens at the end of a very long shift. Celia Lopez.
Good job by Krasinski to step up and keep that gap. A little bit of a hand pass there that's called on the ice.
Clavel just wanting to spring a teammate.
And I think Biesenthal is really thinking about her missed opportunity there. Had she not fallen with something with an edge or what have you, I think that puck would have been in the back of the net for absolute certain.
Harkness. Trying to shovel it back. That one found its way to the front of the net. No one home. Back on it with Minville.
Pass not quite where she wanted it for that one.
Sims, that one deflects off Clavel, but in the wrong direction. Back with Harkness. Harkness just tries to shovel it to the front of the net. Puck bobbling around. 5 seconds. A shot. That one blocked before it even got to Frederic Lavoie-Larue. Bilodeau, and we're out of time here. A fast-paced first period. The GGs lead 1-0 thanks to a Kylie Lalonde goal. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment's time to review all the action from that first period and set you up for second period action. Declan DeBart and Brianna Newell. Welcome back to the Minto Sports Complex. Declan DeBarp, Brianna Newell, wrapping up the first period action. Brianna, the GGs get the goal in there, but really an even period, and you got to credit Carleton for the way they came out in this one. Much more life than they did in game one last weekend.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the last encounter between these two teams was also the first encounter of these two teams of the season. And again, Carleton really didn't come out the way that they could have, I think. And that's really what's being showcased here today. They came out a lot faster. They came out, I find, a little bit hungrier as well, that they actually wanted the game, wanted the puck. And the GGs, I'm not sure they really matched them in a way, if that makes sense. And I know from playing here in previous years, too, it was kind of the mindset of saying, oh, it's Carleton. We're going to play them about 8 times during the year. And you almost take a step back and you don't really put the pedal to the metal, so to speak. You don't push down on the gas. You take it back a little bit, almost put the brakes on. And that's not something that you need to do against these teams. Every game counts in the RSCQ. Every point counts. And so I find the best play that the GGs had during that period was maybe the last 2 minutes of the period.
They've really came into that period. It was a good start, but Carleton battled back in.
They pushed back.
In that one. Let's talk about the goal, the third line connecting for the University of Ottawa. Kylie Lalonde's team-leading third goal of the season. A sweet shot, but really that connection seems to be building on that third line.
Yeah, I mean, the chemistry seems to be building. And again, whenever you're starting out with a new season, like, your coach is always trying out different line combinations to see what works, because at the end of the day, this is really the time that you can afford to do that. You can't afford to play around with lines and combinations in, like, February. That's really not the time. So this is it. So you're expecting some setbacks, but then when you find something that clicks, you want to stick with it as well. And this line is doing just that. You know, the puck got shoveled up basically to Birkby, and she was able to use her speed that she generated to basically leave 3 Carleton Ravens players completely in the dust to go down with her teammate Lalonde on a 2-on-1. And Lalonde, actually, to her credit, did a great job of having that burst of speed to get her stick right behind that Carleton defenseman. So there was really no opportunity for a Carleton defenseman to get a stick on it, considering the way she was playing the 2-on-1. And Birkby made an absolute perfect pass over to the left-handed Lalonde to just put it in. I mean, again, should it have gone in on Lavoie-Leroux? I would say maybe not. Again, she did make the slide over. It's almost like it just squeaked by her. And knowing, you know, a goalie, she probably wants that one back. But regardless, it was a great play by the GGs.
And just lastly here, before we close this out, something both teams need to carry into that second period that you liked in that first period.
I think ultimately the special teams is going to be the difference. We saw it in the first period too, where each side, you know, GG's had a couple of power plays and they didn't really capitalize on them, right? You have a man advantage. Realistically, your urgency should be higher, not lower than regular 5-on-5 play, but we didn't really see that urgency. And then in terms of the Carleton Ravens, you're down a goal. You can't really afford to keep taking penalties. You have to either, you know, draw penalties to be able to go on the advantage against the GGs to create those opportunities, or you need to create them 5-on-5. But being down a man is not going to help your case. So I think that's something that both teams could really focus on going into the second period.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes time. The GGs, the Ravens, a crosstown rivalry, and a great game on tonight. Declan DeBarp, Brianna Newell. Welcome back to second period action here at the Minto Sports Complex. GGs and Ravens get ready to do battle once again.
For the second period.
Krasinski and Bullock getting into it.
I mean, you can't be shocked. Like we said during the intermission, you're playing each other like 6 times this year. You get to know each other too well. Too well.
That one, draw one by Biesenthal. And one that Justina Berta can't quite control, and it comes out to center. Here's Skurfield, the second-year player. Dumps that one in and chases after it. Her and Krasinski get a little bit familiar. And out come the puck with the GGs. Those boards at the Minto Sports Complex always like to play a plot in the story. This one, a bounce. Nicole McNeil can corral. Krasinski on it again. She gets over the line and dumps that one in. Keep in mind, long change in effect here at the Minto Sports Complex, and a lengthy one. Minville steps into that one always going wide. Lopez spinning around and trying to connect with McNeil. Bounces off her stick. And Nicole Hunter has a chance to skate with it through center.
Good play by Sims there, glove it and put it down.
Veteran play from a veteran defender. She had Haché coming in quickly. Haché really a firecracker of a player, a lot of speed, will get right up in your face, and she's on it now. Touch pass to Garo, who dumps that one in. Hunter goes D to D. And chipped up a vital stick there by Mepham. Reedman holds the line and just sends it right back where it came from. Whacking.
Good
Once
job
again,
by
Reedman holds
again.
the line. Reedman this time gonna back away, and back come the Ravens. It's turned over. Mepham.
Oh.
Looking to connect with Vicky Harkness, who gets the puck in deep. Back come the Ravens. Lainey Guimond, neither team really asserting dominance in the early moments here. I think something that suits the Carleton Ravens. More open game. Harkness up to... And that one, a shot always going wide. Bilodeau first one there. Transfer from Cégep Lemoilou. Minville steps up, firing, spinning, firing. Oh.
Wow. And Bilodeau was just left all by herself.
And we're going to get the first power play of the second period, a slashing call. Bilodeau had the stick taken out of her hands. And the GGs go off to their third power play of the night.
And again, like, this is something, if you're the Ravens, this is not something that you're looking for. We talked about it a little bit during the intermission. If you want to be successful in gaining any type of traction against this GG squad, you have to stay out of the box. And Carleton just went and took another penalty to be in the box. So not exactly what they're looking for to start off the second period. And
losing an important player at that. Lengo will go and sit 2 minutes. GG's fire one on. And we'll do it again.
And this is where it's a good opportunity for the GGs. I mean, this is your third power play so far this game. You want to start getting momentum. You want to start seeing it be successful. It's earlier on in the season. This is where you want to start building those blocks so that when the time comes in, January, February, you got it all figured out down to a science.
Bilodeau. Cross ice, and that one's in the back of the nets. Abigail Malotny makes it 2-0. First power play goal of the season, might I add.
So kind of like that. Like, you want it to be textbook. And that pretty much was, right? You had some good movement from the bottom of the overload, I'd say, to the top, back down, and right across. Malotny was left all by herself, backdoor. Now, if you're Carleton on the PK, that is one major point that you want to always have your head on a swivel, and they just didn't in that instance, which is what led to that absolutely beautiful power play goal by Malotny.
Easy as you like. Not much Lavoie-Leroux could have done in that situation. By the time she had slid over, the puck was already behind her.
And again, I go back to that's the responsibility of the Carleton defenseman. You know, that's part of your job, to have your head on a swivel and look at back door to make sure that you got it covered to help out your goaltender.
Abigail Malotny draws into a tie with Kylie Lalonde. 3 goals on the season now for Abigail Malotny. 5 points in her young Gigi's career.
Not a bad start.
One
Smart
that
play.
handcuffs Todd, but Todd, calm as you like, gets it down the ice.
Smart play, though. You know, get it off the boards, get it down. It's away from your net. That's all you kind of care about.
So a 2-assist night for Birkby, a 2-point night for Malotny, and Minville picks up her first point of the game and first point of the season. The Ravens looking to answer back. A puck battle between a few Gigis. So that one's sent out to center. Lengel takes a tumble.
Ooh, good tip there by Gagnon right in front of the net.
Here comes Avery Krawchuk. Krawchuk up to Guimond. And vital stick there as Bilodeau has her legs taken out. Here's Clavel. Clavel to the backhand, onto the forehand, and just wide.
Great idea, though. She had Lavoie-Leroux going from right to left. She had the wide open net. Just went a little bit too high there.
Alex Clavel looking for her 3rd goal of the weekend. That one trying to connect with Guimond, and Guimond won't be able to get there. Icing the call. These Ravens tired.
You know, and we're a few minutes away from halfway through the second period, and it's just interesting to take a step back and note that has Dubuque had a shot?
Not one that I can remember in this period.
Yeah.
She was tested in the first period.
So again, though, even in the first period, there hasn't really been those opportune moments for Carleton. So
that one, a shot from a tight angle, blocker to side by Lavoie-Leroux. Krawchuk can't control it. The Gigis maintain the zone only as far as Lengel, and they'll chip it to center. Reedman sends it right back where it came from. Up to Beard, who gets a stick on it. It pops up. She'll hustle after it, but Meffam will be there first. Up to Clavel. Justina Beard over the line. Gets onto the forehand. That one high and wide. Meffam harassed by Beard. Bullock gets the puck to the center of the ice. Shannon McDonald with a shot that's blocked.
Good stick and block there by Harkness.
Clavel, cross ice. Harkness dumps it in. Harkness ever so close to a goal in that first period.
Still don't know what happened there.
Here's Anika Skirfield. Skirfield turns it over, and the Gigis can't clear. Shannon McDonald makes sure it stays right where it is. Jamie McDonald takes a body check to make a play. Malotny spins and will get it to a teammate.
Good job by McDonald to use the net as a barrier between her and Carleton.
Malotny can't clear the zone.
And you can tell you have a tired Gigi's unit out here right now. They have to be careful not to go ahead and take a penalty.
I thought they were going to take one right there as Justina Beard
Good
hit
play
the
there
ice.
by McDonald. Good escape used and a nice outlet pass to Malotny.
And Malotny had almost touched it on to a teammate. But back come the Ravens rather.
Good block there by Krasinski.
She had Hunter skating right down the throat, but stood up and blocked it. Here's Biesenthal, a nice little edge work. Biesenthal looks up, sees she has no one with her, will maintain the puck, and I thought that one had snuck by. That one's still loose. The GG celebrating. No whistle yet. The puck finds its way to the corner. After a scrum ensues, 11:47 to go in the second period. GG's lead 2-0.
And I find with the second period, there's been a lot more pressure in the offensive zone that the GGs are generating as opposed to that first period. And again, I go back to it's early in the season. You know, teams are trying to figure each other out, but usually the second period is when you can start to see one team or the other start to pull away.
Oh, the GG's had a golden opportunity, but back comes Lopez.
But it's a good job by Minville to get back and on an angle to take off that Carleton offensive strike.
That one, puck not quite to Todd and not quite to Biesenthal, but it does the job of clearing the zone.
It's a good step up there by Sims. Lots of time here for Minville.
Sims and Hache got all tied up. I think both players lucky not to take a penalty of some form.
And I think the Carleton bench was looking for a call, and yet the hands stayed down.
Reedman, time, space, a shot, gloved by Frederic Lavoie-Larue.
Good quick shot off, though, by Reedman. Again, not too high of a shot either. However, there was really no traffic in front of Lavoie-Larue, so it was a very easy stop for her to position herself and make that save without any rebounds coming out, too. Nothing really to challenge her there.
Here comes Scurfield trying to tap it up to Bullock. Bullock and Meffam in a foot race. Meffam gets there first.
Good play there by Garrow to get it out of the zone.
That one will take a deflection off someone on the GG's bench, and we'll get a whistle. Clavel twisting past one onto Harkness. Harkness stops up, finds a GG in the slot. That was Bilodeau. Came back to Harkness. She couldn't corral it. Scurfield just off the boards. Physical battle ensues.
So this is where there were 3 Carleton players. There needs to be 3 GGs on that puck as well, and there weren't. That's why Carleton came out with the puck.
Brzezinski loses out in that physical battle. A GG without a stick. The book. One stop, another. And the GG's netminder comes up big.
Couple good stops there by Dubuque. And again, she hasn't really been tested so much so far in this game, but now that she's had to make those stops, she's come up big for her team.
Orly Dubuque has been a big part of the early success of this GG season. GG's 3-0 coming into this game, including a big win against the McGill Martlets, the team that knocked them out in last year's RSEQ playoffs.
It's poetic.
That Martlet program, obviously without some big names in Trisha DeGear and Jay Downey Landry. The Ravens will take a penalty. Body contact, the call. And the GGs, who connected on their first power play of the season last time, will go back to the power play. It's Lengel going back to the box.
And already we're only about halfway through the game here, and you have 4 penalties against the Carleton team. I would not be surprised if you started to see the calls swing in the other direction in an attempt for the refs to make up the calls a little bit. Not saying it's gonna happen, but wouldn't be shocked.
What's a makeup call? I'm not sure. Where's the GGs? Get a golden opportunity that Lavoie-Larue.
Just wait and see. I'm sure it'll be explained to you throughout the game.
How dare you? How dare you question the integrity of officials?
Just based on past experience.
Berkby wins that one. Clavel circles, finds Minville. 1 assist for her on the day. Back to Minville, walks the line. Minville to Malotny. Malotny evades a stick, a shot, a shoveled pass. That one's still loose. Here's Malotny. She drops it behind the net. Berkby on it. Back to Malotny. Malotny stepping in, cross eyes. Harkness. She takes a tumble and she's going to draw a power play. Extended 5-on-3 opportunity for the GGs. Malotny fired by Minville. It's wide. If I'm the GGs, I'm just letting the Ravens touch it up. That one high and wide. Minute 10. 5-on-3 incoming. Lalonde, that one can't connect. Malotny still on it. GGs have the extra attacker out there. 6-on-4. Harkness, oh my Lord, how did she miss?
That was Clavel, and she is just probably not too happy. There's been a couple of times now where she's been looking for that goal, and she just hasn't been able to connect.
Malotny had found Clavel at the back post. Clavel just missed.
And that seems to be the kryptonite for Carleton this evening, where, you know, a lot of the opportunities for the GGs, both successful and unsuccessful, have come from that back door, and just Carleton not having a player there to keep a swivel on what's going on.
And it's 54 seconds of 5-on-3 action for the University of Ottawa as it's with Reedman. Down low. Low shot, trying to generate a rebound.
Right idea, though, by Todd, 'cause it did kick out a pretty delicious rebound. Just no one was there to tap it home.
GGs start back the other way. 35 seconds left to go. Reedman over the line.
Good speed there by Reedman.
Reedman cuts to the net. Can't find it.
Oh, and Scott almost puts the rebound home. What great speed and a good idea by Reedman. You know,
what
keep
an
them on their toes.
individual effort there by Reedman.
I like it. Keep them on their toes.
Mepham. Back to Todd. Todd has it stuck in her legs. It's back with her. Todd, a shot into the midsection. 4 seconds left to go on the Lengel penalty after she steps out. Uni Thibault will be in the box for about 1 minute and 7 seconds.
And so far, Carleton has done a great job of killing off the 2 PKs that they have, right? At the end of the day, GGs are still unsuccessful on this particular 2-man advantage.
That one looking to go cross ice, and it springs her. Lengel, all alone.
Good job by Minville to make her way back and cut her off.
And the Canada Rangers, who are in the house tonight, letting the GGs know how much they appreciated that play. Here's Lalonde over the line. Minville. Down low. Nice. Little shovel play by Catherine Berkby. 35 seconds left to go in the power play. Minville holds the line. Back to Malotny. Malotny stops up. Down to Berkby. Berkby in front. Kylie Lalonde circling. 20 seconds left to go. Minville. Fortuitous bounce to Berkby, and Minville holds the line. 15 seconds to go. That one in the feet of Berkby. GG's completing a change. Lalonde still on it. Lalonde trying to center it.
And
they
she
got to be
had
careful with.
That was right there in the slot open.
That one sent the length of the ice. And just a shovel pass forward. Hannah Uni Thibault had stepped out of the box and felt was applying pressure.
Good job by Todd there on the forecheck, using her body.
Todd really a DNA player for this program. Chelsea Grills is in this only her 2nd season as head coach, and the GGs will take a penalty.
That's a makeup call right there.
That's
an example.
That was a penalty as Bilodeau sent Hannah Uni Thibault into the boards.
See, this is why, you know, women's hockey with having no contact, it's very subjective, right? That, I find, was a good play of angling.
I think a little too far away from the boards to be angling.
Maybe not. Regardless of my opinions on the matter, Carleton's still on the power play. And it's a good opportunity for them as they are down by a 2-goal deficit. So if they're able to get one before the period closes out.
Hunter shot Off the crossbar. That one a low shot. Puck held. Tipsy Doodle. Haché. McNeil off the bench. It's the Hunter. Blocked on its way through.
That was a great block by Sophie Garrow to get in the lane.
Haché just dumps it over the line. Malotny just sends it down.
It's a good clear by Garrow for sure.
He's hit one of the Ravens who was coming off the ice. Shannon McDonald, long shot, loose in the slot, no one to tap it home. Lengel. McDonald, and it's in. I'm not sure if it got deflected on its way through, but the Ravens connect on their power play, and it's a 2-1 hockey game.
And again, hard to see if it was deflected. It looked like it might have been in front of the net, but again, that's exactly what Carleton needed and was looking for before this period closes out, right? Is to get at least one goal to cut the 2-goal deficit in half, right? So you're right back in this game. And again, I'm not even sure if DeBook really saw. I'm not sure what was going on there, but there was traffic in front of the net.
They're going to keep the puck. So I'm not sure if it was Shannon McDonald's goal or if it was Avery Krawchuk's goal. But either way, a first goal for Raven. We'll get a confirmation here in just a moment. The two players rookies, so first goal either way. I believe it'll go down as an Avery Krawchuk goal. I thought she got a deflection on it. DeBook coming high to make that stop.
It did look like it was going high, and then it just all of a sudden dropped. So, I think so. Good job by Minville there to step up.
So they give it to Shannon McDonald. So Shannon McDonald gets the goal. Avery Krawchuk gets the assist. Shannon McDonald's first goal in the black and red makes this a 2-1 hockey game. Meffam, Reedman, long shot, that one wide. Meffam holds the line. Clavel first there. She takes a whack, spins it, fires it down low. Finds its way to Bilodeau. And that one just off the boards and out of the zone. Reedman, Meffam, and dumped back down. But that'll be icing. Meffam not over the red line. Tight call, but a face-off down in the GG zone.
And for Carleton, anytime there's a face-off in the offensive zone, it's a prime opportunity, right? You have a little bit more of the momentum in your favor. You're coming off that first goal that you got in this game. It's an opportunity to capitalize on it.
Abigail Byrne wins that one. Looking to go back to Byrne. Lengel. In the feet of Krawchuk. Got the assist on that most recent Carleton goal. Meffam, good little reverse play. Bilodeau, gas legs, is beaten to it by Lengel. Colville will, I imagine, get over the line and dump that one in. Tired legs out there for the University of Ottawa. Got to be careful not to get caught in a change. Jamie McDonald. That one sent harmlessly wide. Krasinski there first. She leaves the puck behind. Malotny, she's given a shove. Nothing coming. Birkby. The scenic route leaves it for Malotny. Malotny trying to spin and fire. It's blocked on its way through. Nicole McNeil gets over the line and dumps it in at the end of a long shift. Minute 42 to go. Dubuc rings the puck around the boards. And here's Krasinski. Off the boards, but not out. Hunter holds the line.
Yep, Hunter borrows a little bit of soccer skills to keep it in for the Carleton Ravens. Nifty move there by McDonald to cut in front of her own net to give an outlet pass to Malotny.
Speaking about soccer, a big congratulations to the University of Ottawa women's soccer team. Today they emerged 4-0 victors over the University of Toronto to advance to the semifinals. They will be playing the Western Mustangs Wednesday evening. You won't want to miss that one. This GG's program going for the gold medal once again. One of the favorites came into it ranked 4th in the nation and took down the number 3 seed, Hannah Uni-Thibault. She's given a shove. Centered. Haché not attentive.
Good play by Krasinski there to hold up Haché so Minville could go and scoop up the puck for the breakout.
Gagnon. She wins that puck back. 20 seconds, a low shot. Squirts out in the front. Needless penalty by Ariane Gagnon. She takes Lengel down. And the Ravens are connected on their last power play. Will have an opportunity. This one abridged by the intermission. 14 seconds left to go in this one.
Yeah, and again, like, it's, you know that the calls are going to be coming to you because they were so heavily in favor of Carleton getting penalties before. That's a needless action, right? And it comes from being tired as well. It is what it is, but regardless, GGs are on the PK, and we'll enter into the third period down a man as well.
Blocked.
Oh.
5 seconds. That one rung around the boards. McNeil will need to act quickly. And that'll do it for the second period. The GGs and the Ravens trade goals. We go into this one with the same deficit as we came into it. 2-1 for the University of Ottawa. 1 goal separates the two teams. Don't go anywhere. Brianna and I will be back in just a moment's time to recap all the action in the second period. Welcome back to the Minto Sports Complex. Declan DeBarp, Brianna Newell, wrapping up that second period. Both teams trade goals. The special teams, you highlighted it. At the end of the first period, we talked about it a little bit. Let's expand on it here. The GGs, though, will start there, get their first goal on the power play this season.
Yeah, and again, like, it's early in the season, you're trying things out, but it gives you a little bit of discouragement when things aren't clicking the way that you know that they could be, right? So here, this is really a great example of how the GG's power play connected and was successful, right? You had movement from bottom of the overload to the top at the point, back down to the bottom all the way for a textbook pass over to the backside back door for that little tap in by Malotny. And again, it goes back to even Carleton Ravens, right? You had a good PK, and then you went and, blew your coverage, essentially. It's backdoor, and it's not the first opportunity that they had this, where there's an opportunity backdoor with the GG sitting there just waiting for that tap in the way Malotny did. The only difference that this is the only one that's successful. But every other time, there's been a GG player wide open backdoor, and they're just not being picked up.
Malotny gets the first goal for the University of Ottawa on the power play. A 2-point night for Malotny, a goal and an assist, a 2-point night for Catherine Burkby. And let's throw in Ariane Minville's first point of the season. Carleton come back the other way, and they grab another one. Big congratulations. The goal officially Shannon McDonald's first as a Carleton Raven. But that came really after a good set of possession by the Carleton Ravens. They came back into this one. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, Carleton, they're down by a 2-goal deficit at this time. They know, and I'm sure that Stacey Colarossi is also mentioning to them, hey, we need to get back in this game. The way that we're going to do that is we need to get a goal before the end of this period so that we can come back out in the third, and now we only need to get one, right? And so the Carleton Ravens had a bit better of puck possession. They had more offensive zone time against the GGs, and all it took, really, was a shot from the point. Like, you have to put everything on net because you just never know what could happen, right? Prime example here, McDonald takes a shot from the point, probably not thinking anything of it, just saying, hey, I'm going to put it on net because where else am I going to put it? And we're down 2 goals. And there was some traffic in front of the net, which you need against a goalie like Dubuque. She's not going to go and let in that kind of shot from the point if she sees it. She's just not going to. She's not that kind of goalie. So the way that you're going to beat her, try to beat her, is have traffic in front of the net or get her moving from side to side and then shelf it, right? Those are the 2 options that you really have. Here, Carleton elected, okay, we're going to put bodies in front. We're going to make it hard for Dubuque to be able to see the shots that are coming in on her. And that's exactly what resulted in this goal. McDonald took a shot on there. It somehow got tipped, we think, by Krawchuk in front of the net and was in the back of the net. And you could see the way Dubuque kind of went up, like she was thinking it'd go high, and then all of a sudden it's down and to her right in the back of the net.
The Ravens grab one. The GGs grab one. 2 teams playing for very different things in this period. The GG's looking to close it out. The Ravens looking to get back into it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 12 minutes time to wrap this one up at the Minto Sports Complex. Declan DeBarp and Brianna Newell. Welcome back to the Minto Sports Complex. Declan DeBart, Brianna Newell for the third period of hockey. The Carleton Ravens start with 1 minute and 30 seconds of power play time. That thanks to an Ariane Gagnon interference penalty taken with 14 seconds left to go in the second period. Ravens looking to draw level. The GGs looking to shut the door. Korzinski, physical battle along the half wall. And if you're the University of Ottawa, you'd love a period of that.
Yeah, pretty much. If you're the University of Ottawa, you're saying, okay, we got a 1-goal lead. It's not like we really need any more. Just keep playing our game, make the smart, safe plays, and call it a game kind of idea. Whereas Carleton, I mean, they got to light a little bit of a fire under themselves because they have 1:11 still on this power play, face off in the GG zone. This is an opportune moment.
And it's lost, but the line held and fired on, but just wide. The Ravens have established the zone, though. And as I say that, they turn it over.
Well, I mean, L'Engle had quite a bit of time here at the point. She had her D partner over on the left-hand side that she could have passed the puck to instead.
And here's Birkby. Has a step on one. She's given a firm shoulder check by Guimond. And it's sent. The Ravens can start back the other way. Here's L'Engle. Through center, they'll step up and send that one in deep. Fanned on the clearing attempt. 27 seconds left to go in the power play. Krawchuk. She stops up, still on it. Winnie Thibault back to the point. Here's Hunter. Hunter's had a couple of looks. She's got a cannon of a shot, but she elects to go down low. It's back with her. Hunter. Guimond. Guimond looking cross ice. It's blocked, so Viato can't clear the zone. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. The power play over. GG's still stuck in their own zone. Hunter.
Oh,
little curl drag. It's blocked on the way through. That one hit a Raven. It's a smart little play there by the Ravens' number 18, Nicole McNeil. Stick check there by Harkness to take the puck away from Cecilia Lopez. And there's Meffam up from defense. That one just wide. You got to hit the net in that situation. Tried to be a little too cute and missed it.
Well, and all it really did was start the Ravens breakout for them at that point.
That Ravens breakout, though, sputtering along. And it's back with Meffam.
Good pressure there by, I believe it's Biesenthal.
Shannon McDonald rings it around for Scurfield. McDonald's first goal of her young career tonight. Up to the assistant captain, Justina Beard. Beard over the line looking for a teammate in Bullock. She turns it over. Back comes Birkby. Birkby's got a step. Birkby's been all over the place tonight. 2 assists for her. She's checked into the boards. The arms stay down. Bullock can't control it, and that's sent back deep by Malotny. Birkby holds the zone. Lalonde will get there first. GG's still on it.
Oh.
Lalonde was going to the net. She was scythed down.
It was a nice try by Gagnon there. She almost had Sims who could drop down and take a shot.
Bullock just gets over the red line and dumps it in the Ravens at the end of a long shift. 4 minutes gone in the third period. GG's lead won by a score of 2-1. Rung around the boards. Taylor Scott only as far as Mahaffey. And out to center.
Mahaffey running a little bit of interference there to give her D partner some time.
Taylor Scott just turns it over. A chance for Sydney Berta to go the other way. I haven't said her name tonight. Strength shown there. Over the line. But can't direct it goalwards. It's Kate McLean. All over the place, McLean. Winding, firing, Reedman just wide. Meffam steps up. The Ravens get a moment of respite, but they simply turn it over. Icing waved off, and it'll go down the length of the ice. Ravens complete a change. The GGs start a change. Diagonal pass. Not sure if it was to McLean or Clavel. Either way, the puck ends up on a Ravens stick. McDonald couldn't hold the line and got her stick tied up. Nothing coming. It's with Harkness. Harkness has an option. Just a chip shot, looking for the rebound, easily controlled by Lavoie-Leroux. Clavel holds the line. Into the corner now by Jamie McDonald. Krasinski holds the line. That one took a awkward bounce off Bilodeau. And that one just sent to the Ravens bench.
There's a good bit of pressure there put on by the GGs, but again, nothing really resulted from it. And Carleton, with just over a little bit halfway left to go in the third period, still looking to tie up this game and prolong it essentially.
Taylor Sims just steps over the red line and dumps the puck in. 13:48 to go here.
Nifty move there. Good step up. And unfortunately, Carleton's still with it the other way.
Sims going to use good body positioning there to clear out Lopez. Eunice Thibault is dumped there by Minville. I think the whistles are going to stay away this period. Lalonde with a burst of speed. She'll get there first. Kylie Lalonde left the puck behind.
Oh.
Worked out.
Milani following up with it, got a good shot on Lavoie-Leroux, but unfortunately was not successful in putting it in the back of the net.
Haché just over the line. And that one sent in deep by the GGs. Lalonde left the puck behind. Malotny with a golden opportunity to get her second goal of the game, but couldn't connect. Nice little turning and firing. It's a 3-on-2. Taylor Scott. Scott high and wide. She had Gagnon going to the net.
Smart play by Jamie McDonald, hopefully to send Scott, but it's just a little too far outside of reach.
Brzezinski backhands it only as far as Bullock. And Bullock, the wrecking crew, into Krasinski. She pins Krasinski. These two have been engaged physically all night. Gagnon will beat Beard to the puck. 12-11. Ravens playing as much against the GGs as they are the clock. Lavoie-Leroux comes out and moves it on to Lengel. Lengel, that one in the feet of a teammate.
Nice little pass there by Todd.
Onto the backhand. McLean, that's three. The University of Ottawa, a fortuitous bounce, and the GGs lead 3-1.
And it was a nice little nifty backhand from Todd over to Biesenthal, then cross ice over to McLean, who backhanded it on net, and it still didn't go in. It took that extra whack from Biesenthal to put it in the back of the net. And Sims went and got the puck from the official.
It'll be, I think it's Biesenthal who was the one who put the puck in the back of the net.
Yep, just following up after that pass that she made over to McLean because she didn't know what was going to happen. So good time there that she went to the net and followed the path of the puck to see if any more assistance was needed to get that goal, and it was, and she just easily knocked it in.
And we're just having a slight delay as the trainer goes out to check on Lavoie-Leroux. She jumped across the ice quite quickly and looks like she's aggravated something. Alyssa Biesenthal, the second year student from Georgetown, Ontario, just outside of Mississauga. at her first goal. 3 assists for her this season. She played 12 games last season, no points. The trainer just having a discussion. Not quite sure what's going on with Lavoie-Leroux. We hope everything's okay. We don't want to delve too much into speculation. The backup here tonight, Marie-Eve Cote. Cote played all 3 games against the GGs last season, won 2 of them, lost 1. And Cote this season, 1 defeat, 947 save percentage, and a 2 goals against average.
And it looks like Lavoie-Leroux will stay in the game, so it seems like she is okay.
So Lavoie-Leroux will soldier on. Hunter's back to collect. So after all of that, the GGs lead 3-1. So a goal for Biesenthal. Her first is a garnet and gray.
Oh, good
As
step
that one's
up there by
turned over,
McDonald.
McDonald. Assist going to McLean and Todd. Ooh. Cole Ashbury held the line for a moment, but then turned it over. Back come the Ravens. That one swallowed up by DeBook.
It's a good shot, though, by Lopez to put it on net.
Aggressive defending there by Justine Larkin. Barely said her name in this one, the transfer from RIT. One of 3 RIT alumni to play in this game. The other being Taylor Sims of the GGs, as that one sent goalwards. Taylor Sims and Kylie Lalonde.
Good battle there by Bilodeau to get it back to the point for Reedman.
Clavel. Bilodeau still looking for her first in the garnet and gray. She's been doing everything right. You feel that that one is just on the other side.
It's like a ticking time bomb. Like, it'll happen at some point. That's how it feels.
Always more of the assist man than the goal scorer has been Bilodeau. Here is Harkness, a draw shot in that one. Smothered up. Sorry, that was Abigail Malotny. Oh, it was Harkness. I was right the first time.
No need to doubt. It was okay. It was Harkness. That was a good shot that was put on net by her, using the defenseman that she had from Carleton as a bit of a screen, but Lavoie-Leroux still able to stand and smother it up.
Anika Scurfield back the other way. She has a step on Krasinski, who takes her down. That will be a penalty. The Ravens 1 for 3 on the night. They get their 4th opportunity here.
Yeah, there is really no way around that one. 100% feet were taken out from under her. And you know Krasinski's not happy about that one, especially as she lost her footing herself. But regardless, still a penalty. Still an opportunity for the Ravens to go back on the power play and try to generate some type of offensive threat against the GGs here. They still have over 9 minutes left to go, where they have plenty of time to get a couple goals.
That a scramble for the puck that finds its way to center. Nicole McNeil. And Malotny will just dump this one down. Minute 44 left to go. 9 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the third period. The Ravens trail by 2. That courtesy to the most recent goal, Alyssa Biesenthal's first goal of the season. First goal in the garnet and gray. A puck that I'm sure she'll hold on to for quite some time. Brianna, do you have your first goal puck lying around somewhere?
I was really hoping you wouldn't ask me. I did, and then I moved, and I couldn't find anything. But I kept it for a good long while.
The
I was here in
GGs
San
take
Diego.
another penalty
Oh,
here.
Wow.
That one sent goalwards. And that one, a needless one, 200 feet from your own goal. A clear and obvious body check. And the Ravens, a minute and 9 seconds of 5-on-3 action.
And I mean, from a Carleton perspective, you really can't get a better opportunity than this. You know, you're up 2-man advantage against the GGs. You have the offensive face-off in the GG zone. I mean, it's really about puck movement and getting that L out of position to find the best opportunity to make also Dubuque move.
Hunter. Rifle on by Lopez. So the Ravens send out Lopez, Uni Thibault, Haché, Hunter, and McNeil. That 1-1 to Taylor Sims. Sims, Malotny, and I didn't quite catch who that third GG's defender is out there.
Yeah, we have Minville out there as the third person on the PK with
That
them.
one deflected, it's loose in the slot, spinning and down the ice. That a monumental clear. 35 seconds left to go in the Krasinski tripping penalty. That one just sent away from the goal by Mepham. Mepham has Haché behind her in that one. A puck down the ice. That'll just about do it for the 5-on-3. 15 seconds left to go. McNeil harassed by Birkby. Hunter gains the line. Hunter, the scenic route, she's still on it. Krasinski steps out of the box. 49 seconds left to go in the Kate McLean body checking penalty. Shannon McDonald, long shot from the point, that one wide. Mepham spinning, firing. McDonald holds the line. Down low. Beard rather. McDonald firing, gloved by Dubuque.
And again, we talked about this in the first, even the second period. You know, Dubuque is not a goalie who's going to let in a shot from the blue line. And yet Carleton seems content to send shots from the blue line where there's really no traffic in front of the net. Like, you're not going to beat Dubuque that way. Have to get her moving, had to get traffic in front to take away her eyes. And during this power play so far, that's not something that Carleton has done.
And it was a really strong 5-on-3 kill by the University of Ottawa. They were nice and aggressive.
And they were in position, right? They had it down to a science of who was going where, and the clears as well. Ooh.
That one into the bench.
Jay Todd apologizes. She's like, everyone good? Everyone good? All right.
That one luckily didn't hit one of the coaching staff, one of the ones without protection. That one a physical battle behind the boards. And that'll do it. The GG's back to even strength. Strong kill. So the Ravens 0 for 5 on the day. The power play really the difference between these two teams. No one knows where that one is. It finds its way to Haché. Into the slot. Kick save by Dubuque. Here comes Sims, head full of speed. Minville only as far as Cole Ashbury, who dumps that one down. Ravens still on it. Avery Krawchuk. Krawchuk spins it behind. Centering! Guimond can't jam it home. She dives after it.
A little bit of a scuffle in
And
front.
they'll take some exceptions to that.
Well, Harkness did a good job, though, boxing out and making sure Guimond didn't get any opportunity there on Dubuque on that puck that came out in front.
Beer draws in. Scramble draw that falls the way of the GGs. That one really off just the face mask of Larkin. And back comes the GGs. Birkby, that one off her stick. She tries to go 5-0. Equal to it. Lavoie Larue.
Square to it. And again, Birkby, that's the second time really this game where I've noticed it a lot, is that extra burst of speed. And the Carleton defenseman really pivoted to the wrong way, kind of pivoted towards the boards, which really opened up that entire middle ice for Birkby to streak through. It just went off her stick a little bit too far, so she was too far to the side to get a good little shot off on Lavoie Larue.
Scott from a tight angle swallowed up.
Very tight angle.
By Lavoie Larue.
It was the right idea by Scott putting it on net, but what would have made more sense at that point is really just having a low shot, forcing Lavoie Larue to kick it out. You had a couple of GG's teammates that were right in the slot. They're ready for a rebound.
We'll redo that again. 5:18 to go. The GGs lead 3-1. Looks like they're on course to go 4-0. Miffam blocked. Lopez can't beat Reedman to the puck, but there's a foot race. Celia Lopez has been everywhere tonight. And Scott chips that one up. Gagnon. Step on McNeil. Gagnon will get there first. McDonald will just dump that one down. Scott all tied up with Sydney Berta. Puck behind the net. Just flung around the boards. If you're Carleton, you got to be better with the puck management.
Well, I think their strategy is really, let's send someone high and try to get a bit of a jump on the GGs, but it's not really working out that way.
Cross ice by Malotny. Can't find a teammate. Cole Ashbury. That one an awkward bounce. It almost fell perfectly for Mahaffey, but icing called.
Weird.
The boards always play their parts.
I was going to say, the boards like to have an active role in every single game at the Minto Sports Complex.
Bilodeau draws in and wins the draw. Sims on her back foot is able to shovel it onto Harkness, who moves it down to Bilodeau. Sorry, that's Clavel. Bilodeau comes in for support. It's on the stick of Bilodeau now. She just keeps her feet moving.
Refs seem content to not blow the whistle on this play. Even the fans are saying, hey, blow the whistle. But alas, it did come loose eventually, and now it's Minville going and draws a penalty.
She just keeps her feet moving. It's into the slot. Bilodeau was set up for the one-timer. So the GGs head to the man advantage. It's a penalty there from Aoife Mahaffey. 2 minutes, 43 seconds to go. That'll be about all she wrote. Into the slot, a shot that never made it through. Mepham, cross ice, down low. Back to Mepham. Wines fires that one wide. Reedman holds the line.
Just able to hold it in.
Dancing was a GG, and that's a hook. We hit to 4-on-4.
And that's a little bit of a frustration play, I would say, from Biesenthal. You know, she tried to dipsy doodle a little bit with the puck, ended up losing it. And instead of just keeping her feet moving and lifting up the stick, she got her stick all tangled up, almost in the upper part of. Oh, never mind. It is a Carleton penalty, which I am very confused about, to be honest. I thought it was a GG play. I really thought it was Biesenthal going off.
I thought it was Biesenthal for the hook. They'll get a double minor.
Okay, then. Well,
That's
disregard everything I just said about that play.
That's Lengel. So extended 5-on-3. The GG's going to look to add to their lead. So GG's will be on the power play for the rest of the game. 1:45 left to go.
She has Bird
Lalonde. Lalonde! And stopped by Lavoie-Leroux.
And it was a nice play there by Lalonde, but she had Birkby streaking through and just needed to get a little bit of height on a saucer pass over to her, and Birkby would have been home free with probably an open net, quite honestly, before Lavoie-Leroux could have been able to shift over.
1:39 to come. The faceoff outside of the zone. The GGs, they fail to score, will be on the man advantage for the rest of the game. And Harkness will just follow this one back. Anika Skirfield skates in and gives her the hurry up. Lalonde touches it up.
Nice little power play breakout there.
3-on-1, and she loses it. Cross ice. Going Harkness for the cheddar was Harkness.
Hey, she had it all picked out. It was clear from up here.
Slipping one inside, can't find Twine. Minville winds, fires back off to Malotny. Lalonde loose. Harkness.
Oh wow!
What a save, Lavoie-Leroux. No goal.
No goal, as it was definitely blown down before it found the back of the net. But great movement by the GGs, and it was a good play by Lavoie-Leroux to just shift over in time to make that stop as well.
It was Birkby on the doorstep. But Lavoie-Leroux, they'll say, got the glove on it. Center just wide. It was Bilodeau. As you mentioned, still looking for her first. Mepham, rather.
Oh.
Cross ice.
Scott definitely had Bilodeau right in the slot there for that one-touch timer.
We're back to 5-on-4. A pass that would have sprung Uni Thibault. She doesn't get it. Mepham will just guide her into the end boards. GG start back the other way. Final 20 seconds.
Oh.
Taylor Scott a jump offside.
A little bit too quick to get over the line there, and as a result, it will come all the way back in the GG zone with 19 seconds left.
19 seconds to go, as you say. The GGs leading 3-1. Who you can see on your screen, Taylor Scott, just a hair offside. She's been mighty impressive in this game. She drew a couple of calls in this one, and the draw won by the GGs. They'll start back the other way. Scott will just get a stick on it, and that'll just about do it. The GGs win this one comfortably, 3-1. Brianna, what was the difference in this game?
I mean, again, I think compared to the last game, it's just those special teams, honestly. The GGs had a good amount of power plays. They had a good amount of puck possession that they were able to capitalize on. And just finding those tic-tac-toe plays, making the simple passes. The Carleton Ravens, you know, they did offer good penetration into the offensive zone, good forechecking, but it's like they couldn't really get much going. Even their only goal of this game really came from a shot from the point, and that's pretty much it. Dubuque wasn't really tested.
The GGs improved to 4-0 on the season. The Ravens 0-3. Not two teams started in opposite directions. Brianna, let's just get into this really quick before we get going. The 3 stars of the night. The GGs are perfect 2-0 when they play the Carleton Ravens. We'll be back, not next weekend, but the weekend after. The GGs travel up to the Belle Province. They travel to Quebec, a game at Concordia, their toughest test of the season so far. And then they close off the weekend on Sunday with a game against Bishop's University. They'll be back here November 13th when they take on the McGill Martlets. That game going at 2 p.m. For Declan DeBarp and Brianna Newell, we hope to see you again soon, folks, and have a good night.